everybody, my name is Carrow Brown. I am the project manager over at Otherworlds Inc. and I have come to you today to give you an update on the Kickstarter. I am mostly going to be talking about add-ons and pledge managers, so if you have actually done a Kickstarter before, you're pretty much going to be well versed in what I'm about to talk about. If not, stay tuned. I'm going to cover some basics with you. First, before I dive into any of that, if you've already gone ahead and backed the Kickstarter for Glacias, we can't even begin to thank you. We have been absolutely floored by all the love and support, and Nawa and Yoruna are just over the moon with the kind comments that you have flooded in the Kickstarter. And from the bottom of the heart of all of us here at Otherworlds, thank you so much. If you've never heard of Glacias before, Glacias is a webcomic involving an orphan boy named Juka and his best friend, Dragon Lilith. It's a very heartwarming story about friendship, and I personally love it. If you'd like to check it out, I'll put a link down below. You can go and peruse it, and if you really do like it, please consider supporting the Kickstarter, which just means so much to us. Now, if you're here because of the announcement involving the fact that we have add-ons right now, which is super exciting. We didn't expect to hit this benchmark so fast. It's amazing. But if you want to get the add-ons, I'm going to walk you through the process and then I'm going to show you the process because it's a little weird just because of the way that Kickstarter works. It doesn't really allow you to customize orders that way. And what you are going to do is you are going to go to your pledge, you are going to manage it. You are going to increase the amount, but you are not going to change the tier. When you do that, you're going to hear from us. We're going to ask you about why the increase but not the change in tier, and that's going to be the time when you're going to tell us, I want this particular add-on. The sooner we can get this information, the better, just because we have to give these numbers to the manufacturer, and the sooner that they hear about those numbers, the better. Otherwise, we're looking at delay in orders, and we really would like to avoid that. But if what I said was confusing, and when I first heard about it, it was confusing, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do that now.
Okay, so here is the Kickstarter for Glacias. Now, it may look a little different than yours because I am a contributor, but that doesn't change a lot of what you're going to see. In order to do the add-ons, first off, you need to know which add-on you want and make sure that you have the correct cost. And once you do that, you're going to go over right here where it says Manage Your Pledge. You will click on it and you will go to Change Your Pledge. And you're going to change the amount. So let's say I wanted to get one of the other ones, and I'm going to change the amount to that. And I'm going to confirm it. And then that's it. I'm set. So at this point, you'll get a message from us. We're going to make an inquiry saying, hey, we saw this change. What is it that you need? And you're going to tell us which add-on that it is that you want.
So that's how you do add-ons. If there's still some kind of confusion or concern, feel free to reach out to us. We will clarify to the best of our ability. But let's go ahead and let's talk about the actual pledge manager. Now, when you picked your tier, you may have noticed a few things that probably kind of made you go, And one of those is not asking for your shirt size, it didn't ask for your address, and a few other things. And the reason it didn't do that is because we are going to use the pledge manager to get that information from you. One of the big reasons that we don't actually include the shipping and handling in the Kickstarter is because Kickstarter itself takes anywhere between 5 and 8% of the total amount made from the Kickstarter event. And that includes if we had shipping and handling involved in that, and no, we're not going to do that. Not to mention that Kickstarter does not give us the ability to provide you with the exact amount for what the shipping and handling will be for you. It's just not flexible that way. There's too many factors to take into account, right down to the weight of every object, which is partly why we are using the pledge manager, but let's talk about that real quick. Now, I am verbally going to walk you all through this so that way you have an idea of what's going to happen, but as we get closer to this period, I will do another video, and in that video I will do another screen share and I will show you how to do things. Just keep that in mind as I'm going through this, because this will be a lot of information and I know it can be hard to process right away. So anywhere between 2 and 3 weeks near the end of the Kickstarter, you are going to get an email request to manage your pledge. It's going to have a link in there. It's going to take you to a survey, and you are going to fill out this survey. This is when you're going to do in things like shirt sizes, your address, and making sure that you have the appropriate amount of items that you want. This also gives you the opportunity to perhaps purchase some things that you wanted before. This can be where it gets confusing. The pledge manager works a little bit like a store. You click on the link, it's got your stuff on there, and you have the ability to add things, or you have the ability to downgrade from the tier that you got. Now, the way that this is going to work is you're going to see your pledge, you're going to input all your information in there, right? And if you decided that you wanted an extra one thing or maybe something over here, that's going to be the time that you can go ahead and you can put it into the basket and have that. Or if you really wanted to, you can upgrade to another tier. There will be various tiers that are available except for the ones with limited numbers. Those are limited numbers. But the thing that I definitely want to drive home is that if you decided that you wanted to go to a lower tier, you won't be able to get a refund for that difference. What you are going to get is an in-store credit, and with that credit you can use it to add other items into it, but you won't be able to get that money back. Some of you may be asking, what are these additional items going to be? And I will tell you when I do the video, when I walk you through how to use the pledge manager, because at that point we will know what is going to be there. So just be patient with me on that a little bit. Now some of you are still asking, like, how does this affect shipping and handling? And this is how it affects it. Wait. Right now, as I'm speaking, there's somebody frantically typing in a whole bunch of numbers and cross-analyzing some spreadsheets in order to make sure that they have the appropriate numbers and the weight associated with each item. And the reason that that is important is because when you mail things, it's mailed by weight. And so we have to determine the weight of every object. Now, part of the reason that we want to be so meticulous with this is because when we send out these items, we want to make sure that you are given an accurate estimate, because when you finalize everything that you want to do, you will have the shipping and handling total in there. And that, as I said, is going to be based on weight. So the pledge manager is going to take your order, the weight of your order, the location that you were at, and then they're going to give you the accurate cost for the shipping and handling. And that's pretty much it. That's where that goes. I can't tell you what those numbers are right now because, again, we are still frantically entering in all this data right now, and then as we get closer to that, we might be able to give you a better estimate, but as of this point, not so much. One thing that I do want to be really clear on is just to make sure that you have the right tier that you want, make sure that you have the add-ons that you want, make sure that the pledge is the way you want it. And it doesn't hurt to actually get it done sooner rather than later, because you'll get the items faster. And this all goes back into us finding out the numbers to give to the manufacturer to give you your goodies. So the sooner we know these things, the faster you get them. So I know that's a lot of information. Again, when we get a little bit closer to the pledge manager phase, I will actually do another video. I will walk you through it, show you how it works, so that way you will have a better idea about how to proceed with that. And again, if you have a thought, question, concern, you're not certain about something, please reach out to us. We will definitely clarify to the best of our ability for you. You can reach out to us here, you can email us, you can talk to us on Twitter, wherever. All those links are down below. But that is all I have for you today. On behalf of Otherworld, thank you so much for watching, and we will be talking to you again real soon.